Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Dick and Barrett are the 2 and the 3. And it's quickly in at the point. And for the Jazz, we've got Walker Kessler, Filipowski out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Collier, and it's George in at the 1. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. And that one's good.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Outside Barnes. Barrett against Markkanen. Barrett passes to Pirtle. Good on the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Markkanen outside. Kessler a screen. Pass to Filipowski. 6 to shoot. For 3, George. Toronto grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now here's George. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
George hits them both.
Well, at 6'4", guys, Keontae George brings both length and athleticism to both guard positions, and you love that on the defensive end, he can guard multiple as well.
Now here's Dick. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Got a hand on it. Quickly against George. Baseline jumper. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Utah's head coach. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Collier. The Raptors making their last shot. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. Some solid defense from Barrett. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. That gives them the lead.
How about Grady Dick showing he can handle some physical defense, converts inside.
Now here's George. Pass to Collier. Now here's Markkanen. Markkanen with a screen on Dick. Here's Collier, guarded by Dick. Shot's good by Collier.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Barrett can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. George outside. Launches it. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Dick for 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Filipowski. George scanning the floor. Back to Filipowski. Over quickly. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by George.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
On the wing, Grady Dick. And here's Pirtle. Pass to Barrett. The 3-ball. Hits the trifecta.
Barrett is a bucket getter, plain and simple.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
And so here is Toronto after the basket by Utah. Here's Quickly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Quickly against George. Quickly passes to Dick. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That free throw good from Dick.
One thing you love about Grady Dick is the aggression he shows on a nightly basis. His shooting is such a key aspect to this particular team.
Both free throws good from Dick.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Markkanen outside. Here's Collier. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
It's Quickly with a drive. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got 6 points.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changed his out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen from long range. Here's Kessler. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Oh, Pirtle, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
It's George on the drive. And the jam by George.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now here's Barrett. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns. No problems knocking that one down. Barrett's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you've got to be able to operate in pick and roll action. R.J. Barrett, very comfortable handling the rock.
And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
And here we have the leading defensive teams in the league after the All-Star break. Number 1, the Jazz.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
George passes to Markkanen, and the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul. Now you have to navigate how you want to defend.
Ingram's checked in for Toronto. Markkanen outside. Kessler a screen for 3. Collier. Hurdle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 4. Ingram, the pass to Barrett. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. And it's 8 points for R.J. Barrett.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside. In the paint, R.J. making his presence felt.
Now here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Good work defensively by Dick.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Markkanen with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. Markkanen, the pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. Over Barrett. Pass to Collier. Filipowski sets a screen. Collier, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Dick gets the bucket.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. It's Markkanen on the wing. Utah moving the ball around. Back to Filipowski. Here's Collier, guarded by Barrett. They still need this. George, no good. Raptors lead by 8. Outside Dick. Now Barrett. Shoots. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. Utah with another miss.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Ingram finds Barrett. The 3 from Barnes. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Back over to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. With a new group. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Mobo comes in for Barnes. Walter, he's checked in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Dick. to Anderson. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Pass to Anderson. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Nurkic a screen on Ingram. Anderson drives. Here's Nurkic. The Jazz again can't hit. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Shed. Ingram up top. The shot. Anderson pulls it down. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Count that bucket.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Nurkic. Here's Anderson. And it comes off the front of the rim. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Here's Ingram. Got it. Good job in the low post.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Toronto liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
George Niang out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Back to Williams. And rejected. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at the Jazz, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft.
They're checking out the Jazz. They're not going to the postseason. So now it's all about looking to the future, using these last few games to get a sense of what kind of team they want to be going forward. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Over to the left wing. Here's Sensabaugh. 8 points in his last time out. Anderson finds Nurkic. Toronto grabs the miss. Their last encounter in Toronto.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Yet to see a basket. Anderson for 3. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ingram.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's Shed missing. Jazz trail by 21. Outside Anderson to win the drought. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. No good with the triple. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
To the inside. Here's Momo. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And Utah calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
With some changes. Barrett's checked in for Mobo. Dick comes in for Walter. And quickly subbed in for Shed. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Filipowski.
Set up, set up!
George, a screen on Ingram. Will it go? And it's flushed down. A touchdown.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Quickly passes to Ingram. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 21. Nurkic, a screen on Dick to the middle. And Nurkic throws it down.
This is about first setting a tremendously good screen by Nurk, then getting off the screen and converting and pick and roll. So good.
For 3, Barrett. Utah grabs the miss. After being drafted by the Knicks with the 3rd pick in 2019, we're seeing some nice improvement from R.J. Barrett, Norris.
We are, PA, and when he moved from New York to Toronto, there's 2 areas that really pop for me in terms of improvement. Playmaking. His assist numbers took a massive leap, and the other area maybe the most needed was his efficiency. He's a better shooter now from both 2 and 3-point range.
And that one's good. Ingram's got 6.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3, George. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now. Ingram, the pass to Mamukelashvili. Off target from 3-point range. Jazz trail by 19. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Outside Dick. Here's Mamukelashvili. Still without a bucket. Quickly outside. And the 3-pointer goes. And the Raptors lead by 20.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
To me, great offensive players have got to be able to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Keontae George does just that.
That's good from George. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. George hits them both. And so here is Toronto. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Dick finds Barrett. Charity stripe shot, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that, settles into the mid-range.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Pass to Filipowski. Now here's Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. Utah with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And there's Barrett on the assist by Ingram. Barrett's got 12.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the paint. It's stolen by Pirtle. It's 2-on-1. Barrett with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. Mamukelashvili, no good. Utah has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And here's George, guarded by Dick. Pirtle against Kessler. Down low. And stolen by Barrett. Here comes Toronto on the push. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Engaged, active, and great instincts. RJ doing things on the defensive end and turning it into offense.
Markkanen right side.
Stay there.
And it's good for 2. And here's Dick. He has 6. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Ingram. It's guarded by Markkanen. There's the 3. Brandon Ingram. That one's good. Ingram's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Inside. It's stolen by Pirtle. To the paint. Here's Barrett. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, what you've seen from RJ Barrett is attack mode. The coaching staff wants him to sustain this level of aggression.
George against Dick. Tipped. Outside Ingram. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ingram's got 13 now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Pirtle with a screen on George. Pass to Pirtle. 5 on the clock. For 3, Barrett. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
And Toronto calls time here.
Timeout. 40.
for Sensabaugh. Toronto also changing it up. Barnes comes in for Mamu Kelishvili. Shed comes in for Brandon Ingram. Outside Dick. Pass to Barrett. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Listen, we know Grady Dick is looking to shoot the basketball, but show him a better option and he goes on time and on target.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, RJ Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Brian, back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. It's Barnes on the wing, covered by Filipowski. Outside Dick. There's the triple. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Here's Shed. Toronto passing it around. Dick. On target from range. Dick's got 9.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
30 seconds left in the first half. Shot's good by Collier.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Shed. Pirtle with a screen on George. Left side Dick. Outside Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. No good that time. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Raptors opening up a huge gap, and we'll step away briefly but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Utah Jazz.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by RJ Barrett.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. Pass to Collier. Back to Filipowski. Over Barrett. A nice shot by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Quickly finds Dick. Puts it up from 12. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Well, nice and controlled. You love the form there from Grady Dick in the mid-range.
Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickly's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Kessler a screen. On the take, Collier. Clock at 2. It's stolen by Barnes. Out on his own on the break. The 3, Barrett. Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds in the game. Markkanen outside. Here's Kessler. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Raptors on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Clock at 6. Pass to Collier. Takes a 3. Utah with another miss. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Barrett finds quickly. And here's Barnes. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Filipowski.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
To the middle. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. That one on Kessler. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Jakob Pirtle taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
Well, Jakob Pirtle, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it. He plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
And he's good on the second. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Pass to Filipowski. George a screen on Barnes. Now here's Markkanen. Now Kessler. Covered by Pirtle. Here's George. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 12.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pirtle finds Dick. 11 feet out, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, because Grady Dick is such a great outside shooter, he can often find a little room foul line and down.
Pass to Collier. Kicks it to George. From deep, another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Dick. It's tipped, and they're on the run. Here's Collier. It's good. 6 points for him. And so here is Toronto. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. looking at the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Number 1, the Jazz.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Pass to Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Kicks it out to Barnes. And again, no good by Toronto. Jazz trail by 20. The 11-footer, and he hits the jumper. Barnes has got 5. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Just 3 to shoot. For 3, George. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, here's Barnes, and he gets the bucket.
Well, you love the commitment from Scotty Barnes. Made his decision, makes the contact, and the end one.
Second team foul.
Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
BA, those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
And the free throw, no good. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Barrett passes to Barnes, and the layup is good off the glass. 9 points in the game.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Here's Collier. He has 6. Pass to Kessler. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Quickly finds Barrett. Outside, Dick fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. George passes to Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
Barnes passes to Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Markkanen. The 3, Barrett. Kessler with a rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
George against Quickly. George with the bucket. George has got 7 now in this quarter. Raptors lead by 20. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Dick. It's hauled in by Collier.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 5 rebounds in the game. Quickly outside. Oh, George with a steal. Markkanen up top. Yes, it's good. Markkanen's got 8 points.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Utah Jazz.
making a switch here. Sensabaugh's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Ingram's checked in. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's an 18-point lead. Toronto passing it around. The shot by Ingram, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Down low, pass to Sensabaugh. Now Filipowski. Shot clock at 6. Collier, no good.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Well, the Jazz shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Filipowski sets a screen. Pass to George. Kessler, a screen on Dick. Here's George. Quickly with a rebound. Toronto leading by 18. It's Barnes on the wing to the inside. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got 9.
Well, we know Pirtle very efficient down there. This guy has got great post moves and soft touch.
Here's Collier. To the paint. With the teardrop. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Toronto's shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Outside Ingram. And he comes up with a bucket. 15 points in the game.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Kessler passes to Filipowski. Basket counts.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Ball stolen. George against Quickly to the middle. Here's Collier. Good work defensively by Dick. Raptors lead by 20. Here's Ingram. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
And Utah calls time here. Entire new group here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Niang comes in for Filipowski. Markkanen's checked in for George. And Anderson subbed in for Collier. So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. R.J. Barrett comes in for Scotty Barnes. Walter, he's checked in for Dick. Shed comes in for Quickly. It's good.
Kyle Anderson, a guy who's all about team success. If you're open, he'll find you.
Raptors lead by 20. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Pass to Mamukelashvili. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Utah moving the ball around. Anderson for three. Rebound Toronto. Barrett's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Shed to the inside. Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Anderson passes to Markkanen. Niang outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Outside Ingram. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot's good. Markkanen's got 6 here in the quarter.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Here's Ingram. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got George Niang. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Markkanen sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson finds Nurkic. Rebound Toronto. Barrett's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Shed. It's guarded by Markkanen. And it's Shed missing. The Jazz shooting just 42% so far in the game. It's stolen by Ingram. Here comes Toronto on the push for the finish. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ingram, and they're on the break. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Niang. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Nurkic. Here's Anderson. Second chance effort, and it's Nurkic getting it to go.
Well, one thing you can always count on with Jusuf Nurkic, this guy's going to carve out space around the glass.
Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Nurkic. And there's a pick for 3. Barrett fires in the triple. Barrett's got 21.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the 2nd.
Outside Ingram. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Can't cash it in from close range. The Jazz have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Nurkic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Nurkic has gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Shed. Outside Barrett. And despite the NBA's popularity, Some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Back to Anderson. The three is up. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Outside Ingram. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Mobo, he's checked in for Toronto. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen outside. Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Fires from way outside. Bobo with the rebound.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Down low. Oh, deflected. Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Niang. Barrett against Markkanen. Barrett can't hit. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Niang. Now here's Anderson. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Niang. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen outside. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The Jazz again can't hit. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Bobo gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Niang. And another miss by Utah. For Toronto, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to Shed. Here's Mamukelashvili. And here is Barrett. It's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Barrett. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Niang outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Collier. Kessler a screen. Inside. And finished off by Kessler.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
To the inside. That's tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Filipowski, he's checked in for Niang.
Utah, number 22, Kyle Filipowski.
Toronto passing it around. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A 3-point opportunity here. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen, and you can see his length come into play.
3-pointer, no good. Toronto's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Ingram. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Mamukelashvili, no problem on the jumper in close.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Filipowski with it. Back to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Walter pulls it in. Kicks it to George. Pass to Kessler. The Jazz again can't hit.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
To the middle. Here's Walter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walters has got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Collier. For 3, George. And Markkanen with the stuff.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
Here's Shed. George defending. Pass to Mobo. Markkanen against Ingram. Down low. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Markkanen misses. The Raptors shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Ingram up top. It's guarded by Markkanen. Ingram against Markkanen. Shoots from 12. The shot by Ingram, no good. Here's Utah.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Brandon Ingram.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Markkanen against Ingram. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Mobo. Ingram on the wing. It's guarded by Markkanen. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Shed. George defending. Here's Shed. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, R.J. Barrett.